I'm Maria Menounos, and you're tuned in to AfterBuzz TV, the ESPN of TV talk. Now, let the buzz begin.
Yes, it is Sunday.
Sunday.
And I got my girls with me. Where's Erika?
She might be sick.
I just noticed she's not here.
Nene might have gotten to her.
But we're here, and it is Sunday. Welcome to AfterBuzz's Real Housewives of Atlanta After Show. I'm your host, Hollywood Lian, and I got my girls with me. One that just came from the SAG Awards. Check her out. Okay, Juju.
She invited me. Brad Pitt winked at me today, so I am not regular.
Good for you.
Thank you.
And we got Dani B.
Hey, y'all.
My boo, Dani B.
Young Faith Evans.
I was just gonna say the young Faith.
Where's my Biggie at? Where he at?
Oh, he's right here, boo boo. I'm feeling big, large, and in charge. We got some petty betties around here. Orange is the new black, and we're all wearing wigs.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm wearing joggers. Shout out to Sheree Whitfield.
Spring, summer.
Yes. It's a little cold here in Los Angeles, so I want to be comfortable. So we open with Eva and her family. Eva and her delusions, and I mean, the whole forwarding of the blog thing. Mm-hmm. Because I am going to talk a little bit sweet about Eva tonight. She kind of hit the heart tonight. Mm-hmm. She hit the heart. What do we think about overall the episode before we get into Eva and her family? I thought it was pretty good. Kind of a filler episode, but nonetheless still well. That mid-season trailer really excited me.
Yes.
I'm excited about that.
Yes.
What do you guys think?
Overall, I think it was a good episode. It definitely was a filler, but it's not like a usual filler where nothing happens. We got a little bit. We got some Porscha, and we got some drama with Kenya.
Yes.
So.
Yeah. I was interested about tonight's episode because last week we got dragged in the comments for our opinions on Kenya, and there was just some things in this episode that I was like,
Don't try it.
don't, baby.
Buckle up, guys. Buckle up. Because if you didn't like what we said last week about Kenya. Oh, Henny, it is on tonight. So like I said, we open up with Eva, and we know we're all here for the receipts. That's why I really don't get Eva kind of going off, talking about how she doesn't know what everyone's talking about, and she doesn't understand why Candy's creating trouble. Yeah. Candy's never been the one to create trouble.
Ever.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? She's all about keeping it real and her business, which I really like. I'm a Candy fan. Mm-hmm. But all I know is that Eva's got herself a good guy. We like Mike. I like
Mike.
I think that's really good. There's a court procedure coming up that we see in the episode. But you know what I was thinking? This show is a record. So what is Marley going to feel when she sees this back?
Right. I hope she doesn't resent her mom for putting everything on Front Street. And maybe she wants to know who her dad is. Though.
That's what I was thinking. I know he's a bad guy.
Yeah.
But I feel like every girl
wants to know,
her dad. And I feel like them omitting the truth from her might kind of... I don't know.
Because I'm a Marley, where my dad isn't my dad and whatever.
Okay.
Similar situation.
Speak
and
on
I
it.
think my parents told me about it when I was a little bit older.
Okay.
Not 15 or something. I think I was in 6th or 7th grade, and they really broke everything down to me and gave me options of, do you want to do this? Do you not want to? So I like that they're not, because it's confusing when you're a kid.
Yeah, you gotta
baby.
be old enough to understand is what you're saying.
Yeah, it's hard to grasp the concept of you had a dad before this one, but he wouldn't take care of you. That's a hard thing to understand as a kid.
And there's no shade. I don't want to get off on the wrong foot with people. I'm just saying, I don't have this situation, and I don't obviously have a child. But I know that this show is like a record, so I'm just I know they're going to go back and watch this, and we're going to see that his father was portrayed negatively on the show, and he is not showcasing the best side of himself. So it's just really all interesting. We're just here for the observations.
Mm-hmm. But I do think it will be nice for her, if she does want to go back and look at the show, she can see all the times Mike stepped up.
Right.
And I think for the most part, there's been a lot of love shown through that family.
Totally.
And I mean, Kevin's kind of dug his own grave to where I don't think the show portrayed him badly. Kevin
really
portrayed him
has.
badly.
Totally, absolutely. And Mike is a good guy, like Drew said. I think this is a really good showcasing of a nice modern family, and it's good to see this. My only issue with Eva is always her playing dumb. I mean,
she has amnesia.
Always. I mean,
Honestly.
if we had our own show, this is where I would montage her just going, looking like these big, baddie, beautiful eyes. Like, I don't know what you're talking about. And I'm like, yes, you do. Like, we're going to see it on the show. How did you not remember that hot-headed moment where you said specifically, I could forward her the blogs so she could mind that business? I mean, that's pretty clear. And to act like you don't know what we're talking about.
Yeah, for someone who started their career in reality TV, I get very confused with her not realizing that cameras are constantly around her. And I like Eva for the most part, but I'm like, please stop filling the models are dumb stereotype because this is just not suiting you well.
Exactly. Which brings us to the spa. God, I love a spa. A Korean spa, nonetheless.
The best.
So good. Which makes me really want to get to my day off so I can maybe do that. I need some pampering. So fun. Orange is the new black. They're all wearing like this orange jumpsuit in the episode.
Yes.
They go to the spa to get pampered. And all the girls figured out that it's about Tanya, this tea that we have hanging with Kenya. I love that the girls figured it out because they were all paranoid. Like, oh man, when someone brings this up, like, would you want to know if your man cheated? You're like, oh, what's she talking about?
Yeah. But that was just shady. Like, but she wanted Tanya to know. Like, she's like, yeah, but like the girl is beautiful. And like focusing everything, I would be like, so what are you trying to say?
Because
like,
Tanya's beautiful. It makes no sense.
Exactly. Stop trying to try her.
And she's
very
hotter
beautiful.
than the cookie lady.
Yes.
She is.
The cookie lady is thirsty. She's parched. Have some water, bro.
Yes.
I have some seltzer if you need it.
And she's in tech making coin, not cookie money. Stop playing with Tanya.
Thank you. She's a business woman.
Yes.
Which the cookie lady is a businesswoman too. Like, it's about business, but come on. Cookies.
Put
You're
some
the cookie
respect on her
lady.
name.
It's just like annoying because Kenya swears she's like queen of shade and everything, but she doesn't say things with her chest, and it bothers me.
Who
Like
doesn't?
Kenya, like she's so wishy-washy about everything, and that's why I get frustrated with her and I don't want to defend her because it's like, why did you come for Tanya? It made zero sense to me for you to bring that topic up last week and to like shade Tanya and to have all these issues with her. And like where
Especially if the other scenes with her were about IVF and having all these sincere moments, you could have kept that narrative going and just came straight to her and been like, by the way, there's a cookie lady who is parched and thirsty and she is so trying to get in and she's been talking about your family. I'm going to come straight to you and talk about that I heard this about your man. You know what I mean? Instead of creating this entire other narrative where now she's committing 100, we saw in the upcoming trailer, does she call her see you next Tuesday?
I think she does.
She did.
Like, girl, I am done with you, Kenya. Like, you and your wigs.
Right.
And you guys, all these comments about us talking about how we're just getting on her about the wig situation, she's the one that lied about it. Bravo tonight would have played the clips of her saying that I wear wigs. I've never heard Kenya say that.
Me either.
All these comments, you guys. Oh, I've heard Kenya say she wears wigs. Bitch, where?
Where?
Give us the receipts.
Send it in, please.
Bitch,
no shade, no tea. Give us the receipts.
Where? Because Bravo would have played it tonight. Bravo's all about the receipts. And all we saw tonight was a montage of her saying, my hair is real. She even did a song, bitch, it's real, bitch, it's real. And like they played it over like the episode. Like, you guys, she's always talked about her hair being real.
And speaking of Bravo playing the receipts, I find it interesting that Tanya, when she was talking about Kenya being invasive about the IVF stuff, that they were able to show a clip of where Kenya was being invasive about the IVF. But when Kenya retold the story about how they were actually bonding and how she actually said thank you and all that, where were those receipts?
Yeah, they didn't play that.
Because if anything, as a producer myself in real life of reality TV, before people try to tell me I don't know what I'm talking about, it would be a more interesting story to make it seem like Tanya was shady and lying because Tanya's the quote unquote good girl.
Exactly.
So storyline wise, it would have made more sense for Bravo to show a clip of Tanya.
Yeah, because that's what Kenya's alluding now, is that Tanya is really like this shady girl.
I don't believe it.
It's not. That's why Marlo freaked out tonight when it was Tanya time and she pulled out that wig.
Yes.
Marlo was freaking out. She wouldn't have done that if that was like her
normal
thing.
Yeah.
Exactly. Y'all need to relax, okay? We got it covered over here.
Right.
Y'all just sit back and relax and watch the show.
Because when I like Kenya, I'm going to like Kenya. But when I think Kenya's being shady for no reason, Kenya's shady, and I'm going to tell you about it.
Stop trying to make Kenya happen. It's not gonna happen, okay? Like, I'm done with Kenya. And I'm not saying that I'm sticking up for Nene. You know, I've always loved Nene, and I've always said that we've created this monster that we see now because we glorified it for seasons, and now we're like, oh, no, she's acting crazy. That's all I'm saying. But at the same time, now that she's crossed into the physical sense, I don't stick up for Nene anymore. I am not for the physical violence or anything, or the spitting, which we will talk about in our news and gossip section, because there's some videos going around. Nene's been like all up on YouTube. She's trying to create a channel, honey.
Like Candy, yeah.
Thank you.
Right.
But she's also like trying to clear this up in the middle of a season, which doesn't make any sense. I don't know if Andy's happy about this. We need to talk to Andy. Andy, call me.
Right.
But let's talk about the cookie lady. We all love cookies. And this Tanya time where she pulled out the phone charger and wig. And it ain't go naked. But now this is what's opened up Pandora's box. Candy said, Kenya's going to be coming for you.
Yeah.
What do we think about this?
What response did Kenya think she would get? If you come for someone's man or say something like that, and you're saying it in a shady sense, like talking to everyone but that person, they're going to snap on you or say something back rude. I would have said more than that. I would have said more than that, period. That's like the wig thing wasn't even enough for me. I'm like, girl, drag her. Drag her.
It was big for Tanya because Tanya's such a sweetheart. So we were like, oh, okay. Like, that's, but in reality, that's like dragging 101. Like, that was nothing.
Yeah.
But it's just like you said, if you come for my family, we have problems. As my mother says, don't start none, there won't be none.
Yeah. Paul.
And then you wanted to beat the girl up too. Like, you not only started something, but you wanted to like make me feel less than by saying she's beautiful, she's gorgeous, stunning.
And she's
that
not
girl
hotter
is
than
not
me.
that cute. Stop.
And she's not badder than Tanya.
She's not.
She's not. And for you to say that when you didn't even have any reason to start, I just don't understand. Like, I don't understand. I can't get over why did you start this issue with Tanya because she didn't do anything to you.
She's bored. She's so bored.
I'm sorry your husband doesn't like. Well, I'm sorry, ex-husband. I'm sorry your ex-husband doesn't like you.
That all that energy could have been put into your marriage, girl.
Right. She never keeps that same energy.
You don't, because you act brand new when
That's
he's around.
so weird, yeah, because we're going to see this in the upcoming seasons. We're not being totally shady, guys. The girls have a point. Like, Kenya acts really different in front of Mark. And the whole submissive thing, I don't know if that's like, I would even buy that. I would feel like she's being fake around me. You know what I mean? I'm like, be your real self, girl.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We know that ain't you. What do you have to say? Like, I don't know. I don't know.
I think every independent woman, when they meet the right one, like, you know, they're going to fall back a little and be like, all right, whatever. You know, I think we've all been there.
Authentically, though.
Authentically, exactly. This is, I mean, she's silent. She, like, we saw in the mid-season trailer, she, like, wouldn't even get up from a table when she was hosting the event.
Yeah,
she's like, you really want me to stay here? He's like, yeah, just stay there. It was so weird.
Meanwhile, Candy's like telling Todd, like, you get on my damn nerves.
Right. That's a real marriage.
Like, that's right.
That's
real marriage.
A real marriage right there because they get on your nerves. Oh, girl, don't even get me started. Okay? Like, get on my last nerves. Right. That's a real marriage right there. You see the ups and downs. Like, if you want me to sit at this table with you, it's because we're going to be making out. I'm going to be giving you something under the table, or you're giving me something. We're talking about something important, but you want me to sit at the table so we can just sit here in silence?
Right.
Girl, we on a reality show. We're going to look so awkward. If we don't have anything to say, maybe I should just get up.
Exactly.
And do my thing. And host my event. Really weird. I can't wait to get to that. Porscha and her man. Let's get into this. We're going to peel back this onion tonight, guys. Tonight was interesting. White joggers and all. I'm wearing plaid joggers. But I'm not wearing a full-blown outfit because that belly does not look good in that white. It's a big old Santa belly. You know, you got to keep it tucked in. Layers, it helps. Layers help. So, I'm going for Dennis because, you know, I really did not appreciate tonight. Maybe Bravo and the editing or something because there was tears at the end. I mean, I know I got a little choked up. It was...
No, not even a little
What was
bit.
up with that then? How can you be like, well, I'm sorry that you felt
feel that way,
and then you're crying? So I don't get it. I don't know.
Because
that's how these men move.
coochie will do a lot. A man will do a lot for the right coochie.
Like,
I think he cried because Porscha was crying. But before that, it was all like, I'm sorry you feel that way.
Yeah.
No, I'm sorry, I did it. like for the cameras.
Yeah, and especially now that we saw, he was out at 4 a.m.
recently
with some people who weren't Porscha. It ticks me off because for him to not understand what he did, and he kept saying we do this, we do, and it's like no, you did this, and yes, it does include my family, because who do you think were the ones picking me up off the ground, taking care of your daughter, while you were choosing to go stick it in anything with a hole?
Lauren, aka Solange.
Okay,
right.
Listen, Lauren's she's my favorite non-housewife, of I think the entire franchise.
Yeah, she's a ride or die.
She sure is.
Yeah, she really is.
It was no, go ahead, please.
It just shows how a lot of these men move in the streets, and they're so big and bad in the streets, but then he could barely look them in their eyes to even apologize.
Seriously.
So you're big and bad moving in the streets with so and so, but then you're like, yeah, like I'm sorry, and keep that same energy.
It's so weird. I feel like if you just put everything out on the table, you could get to the good stuff much quicker.
Yes.
Than like navigating through the field of lies. Like, tell the devil he's a liar.
Yeah.
Right.
Shame him. Shame the devil. Tell him he's a liar.
But you know what?
Phaedra would say.
Right.
Shame the devil. Tell the truth. Shame the devil.
I cannot. But you know what? I recently have started taking on this thing where when people say they're sorry, like they're apologizing to me, I ask them why. Like, what are you apologizing for? Because Dennis apologized, but I wanted them to be like, but what exactly are you sorry for?
Exactly.
What did you, like, let's acknowledge
He
the things
started with my infidelities, but I'm like, which one?
Exactly.
Right.
Specifically.
And do you understand how your infidelities played out on this family? Because it just feels like you're just saying sorry so that Porscha will stop nagging you about us. But like, why are you sorry towards me? Because
That's the whole maze of fluff that I'm talking about. Like, if you were just be like, look, I messed up. I was with another woman while my wife was pregnant. That is despicable. I'm disgusting.
Yes.
I'm sorry. I broke my family. It will never happen again. Like, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. But it's better than like, oh, my infidelities, but we need to come together. This is me extending an olive branch. How about stick your branch up your ass? Bro?
Right.
Yeah, because I'll be damned if someone tells me what I need to do in order for us to move forward when you're the one who dropped the ball.
Exactly.
And then being mad about the mom and Lauren blocking him. You're not about to play on my sister and then us be chit-chatting and text
Exactly.
messages.
What did you expect? If I could do more than block you, I would have.
Right.
I say he's lucky that it's not my sister, because my sister would
Pulled
pull up
up.
and through
With
the
Pookie
hands.
in them.
Pulled up.
But actually, you don't play with little sisters are scary.
I was about to call Pookie and them, and we was going to come down there and talk to you.
Right.
So we were all just waiting for him. I think he brought his mom for backup.
Definitely.
She called it the Dennis show, and I feel like it kind of was. Like, it was a show. It was someone that was puppeteering for us. Because I really didn't feel any authenticity. Like, if I felt like I was really going to lose my family, my child, my dog, whatever, like, things that are important to me, I feel like I would definitely be acting different. It would not be these silent, beautiful tears, these camera tears. It's like one single tear. Like, I'm ugly crying,
And then
begging for you to stay. Like, my queen, my king, don't leave me. You know what I mean?
Especially like when you think about how hard Portia's sister and mom rode for Dennis. Like what big fans of like his they were. Like they really went to bat for him so many times, and you made them look stupid too. And you just like, I just can't understand how he can't possibly compute where he messed up.
And if we're going to talk about aesthetics, because we're materialistic here, we live in LA. We are around beautiful people all the time. So I'm just going to talk about it. If we're going to talk about aesthetics, Porscha is the baddest bitch
She's
in
so
Atlanta.
bad.
Listen.
Like, I don't know what you're picking out them swamp side hoes, what's out there in Atlanta on the sidelines, but it ain't Portia's level. Like, she is a star.
Yes.
She's beautiful. And she got money. Like, what are you doing?
Men will cheat with a broom.
Seriously,
A
Jay-Z
broom.
cheated on Beyonce.
It's like, there's no hope.
Eric Benet cheated on Halle Berry.
I'm saying if you put a
It's
watermelon with a hole in the room, someone's gonna cheat.
Exactly.
Like,
I
it's
love
just-
watermelon.
Good night. It's too much. Men cheat for the thrill of it.
Yes.
And it doesn't matter what side chick looks like.
But had Porscha done that, it would have been World War III up in here.
But you know what,
Thank
Porscha,
you.
you go get you a John David Washington, okay, a Michael B. Jordan. Go
Right.
get let's get you a man, sis.
And when you're done, pass them to me.
Yeah.
Right.
When you're done, you inevitably go back to Dennis. I will
Yeah.
wipe away their tears for you.
Let's talk about this upcoming trailer that really had me going, and then we'll get into our news and gossip and tweets. So, what do we think about this mid-season trailer? I thought we were kind of like at the tail end, like we're peaking, but there's like another trip, dude. Where are they going? They went to Greece.
Yeah.
Oh, I want to go to Greece. Grecian men, those blue waters.
Do you remember when we
yes.
did It's Bravo Bitch and Mike Hill was here? They were
Yes.
in Greece when Cynthia FaceTimed him.
That's true. Oh my God, Drew, thank you for that plug. And the reminder, yes, that's true. We had Mike Hill on the show. It's Bravo Bitch. My show here at AfterBuzz TV on Wednesdays, 2 o'clock. And Cynthia was on the cast trip at the time, and she FaceTimed us from Greece. It was really awesome.
and they were up very late because it was like
it was like 4,
yeah,
right?
and she looked beautiful.
She looked so good. It was like 4 o'clock in the morning. And there's pictures of that night on their Instagram, which is really interesting. Was Eva on that trip?
I don't know.
I would not want to be pregnant during this show because
Yeah.
you miss too much.
I know. I was actually feeling sorry for her when the opening shot, when she was just laying on the couch. I'm
Yeah.
like, being pregnant just seems like so
Yeah.
hard. And even afterwards, like you're not yourself for like a whole year. Like you have to like rebuild your mind, body, and soul.
Right.
Like because an offspring has sucked it out of you. Literally. The
Yep.
life sucked it out of you. This is just what I've seen and heard. So I just feel like I don't know. I feel like we've just seen Eva pregnant the whole time on the show. I've said this before.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Maybe if she owns up to her stuff and she fights it good at the reunion and gives us what we are looking for from her, which is her being like, yeah, I said it. I was pissed. Like what? Like, I don't understand what the damage is here. You get mad. You say stuff all the time. I was pissed off. I thought you were trying to start something. So I was being shady, which I really shouldn't have been. So I'm sorry about that. Like, I don't know. But instead, she's just like giving us these big, beautiful eyes that say, like, I don't know what you're talking about. And I'm like, girl, your lashes are hitting me in the face. Those, like, spider lashes.
Yes.
Crazy. And then we see in the mid-season trailer this whole thing we've been seeing on social media. I talked about how Nene was making YouTube videos, and Kenya was on Wendy Williams talking about how Nene tried to spit on her, and then Nene was on her YouTube saying, I never spit on her, but she went on Wendy Williams and said I did. So tonight we see that there was like an actual physical attempt, in my opinion.
It was like a...
Because Nene said
Yeah.
on her YouTube channel, she made the sound like getting ready to, but never actually did.
Yeah.
She was just like pissed or whatever. But then on Wendy Williams, Kenya said that she tried to spit on her. And then in this clip, it looks like her lips are actually pursed and like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was that about?
It gave me flashbacks to Flavor of Love with
Right.
Pumpkin in
Oh
New
my
York.
God.
And that still to this day really grosses me out. So I just don't. I hate spitting it. Ugh.
I think
Bless
even
her
like
heart for bringing
even the
that up.
act of like just acting like you're gonna do it is enough to fight.
Yeah.
Hashtag.
That's enough for me to swing.
Yes.
Tiffany Pollard is a legend, and she was spit on in her face in reality television history by Pumpkin.
Yes.
Bye,
Yes.
Pumpkin.
So good. Beyonce? Girl,
Right.
you don't look like Beyonce.
Beyonce,
you
sweetie,
look like
I'm
Luther
so
Vandross. So good.
Beyonce, sweetie, I'm so sorry.
I love her.
So anyways, that's so crazy. I feel like Nene, what is up with you? Like spitting?
Too grown.
Now you're gonna try to spit on her? Even the act of you like making the attempt like you were gonna spit. This is a whole new level of low that I couldn't even.
Yes.
I didn't know we could get to this level.
Right.
Like we're in the basement now. We are past the soil. we're in an underground bunker, and I don't know where I am, and someone's touching me from behind, and I like it. That's all I know. But I don't know where we're at. I really
bunkers
don't.
are you?
We're in Scary Island. Real
Yeah.
Housewives of Atlanta style. I do not know what's going on
I
with
wish I
Nene.
felt more bad about the situation, but because it's Kenya, there's a
know.
part of me that just doesn't care.
How shady was Bravo tonight with the arrow pointing at the actual wig tonight on the
Oh
episode?
my
mean, it
gosh,
was
she
a-
should have done better.
But you know what's annoying about the Kenya like, since y'all wanted to talk about it so damn bad in the comments, what annoyed me is it was blatantly obvious that was a wig.
Blatant. The
Exactly.
I
disrespect.
saw that lace and I have the worst vision possible, and I wasn't even wearing my glasses when
That's why
I
I
was
was
watching
like,
it.
why are we talking about this?
Yeah, she didn't even
On the show and
try
off
to
the
lay it
show.
down.
On the show and off the show.
And it's
Like,
fine, but it's fine. I have long natural hair too, girl. It's not like hair grows out of everybody's head. Like, you're not that special because you can grow long hair. You're
Yeah.
the one who made it such an issue. No one else did. You're the one who constantly was like, it's natural, it's natural. So if you were wearing a wig, be like, cool, I'm wearing a wig, and what? And I have bundles under this, and what are you gonna do about it?
Yeah,
Bundles on bundles on bundles on bundles.
But she didn't, and that's why she got dragged.
exactly.
Let's get into some news and gossip by Dani.
Whoop, whoop.
Let's get into some news and gossip. Okay, so this is a tweet from Miss Kenya Moore talking about the situation with Tanya. She said, let's keep it real, production. Cynthia told Tanya in Toronto, and that's why she brought the wig. So she's saying Tanya's lying about just bringing the wig to give to Candy, and Tanya was trying to be shady. I don't know how I feel about that. How you guys feel about that? I mean, either way, you threw shade first. So.
I was gonna say this. It's like tit for tat, and it
Yeah.
still doesn't really make it. Doesn't clarify anything.
Yeah.
You still chose to be shady at dinner though before any of this
I
happened.
was gonna say like you
Exactly.
came for Tanya no matter what, so just let it go.
So-
And it was baby steps. Bringing a wig, that's baby steps. Like,
Yeah.
you are.
That
trying
wasn't
to
even like
destroy
shade
people.
shade. It was just like a known fact because we saw how it was sitting on your head and was not glued down.
Yeah.
But okay. And the next tweet is from Miss Nene Leaks. She says about the trailer, she needs to be spit on with all the horrible things she said and done, from constantly starting ish with me all season, lying on me, saying I'm on drugs and bipolar, plus that recent tweet she posted. So enjoy the moment. I did the act but didn't spit. I wish I had though. No regrets. You too old.
Okay, so exactly what I just said. I just said it looked like she physically tried. Her
She might have had
lips.
cotton mouth.
Her lips were. I know. I do. Her lips were pursed, and I heard like a sound. Like she's crazy.
Yeah.
How are you going to spit on people? This is not Flavor of Love.
Mm-hmm.
This is insane. You know what's really crazy? Do you guys watch What Happens Live?
Yes.
So Portia's on tonight, looking beautiful, blue dress, boobs out, and Tanya's on tonight. So we will talk about what they clarify on next Sunday's episode. But to talk about last Sunday's episode, there was a girl on there. They asked her. She's a white actress. I don't remember her name. She's not important to me right now because of what she said. They asked her, like, who do you think is like the biggest feminist on Real Housewives of Atlanta or on the Real Housewives franchise? And she said it was Nene Leakes. She said that she inspires other women and lifts them up and makes them all trying to be like better women for everybody.
I mean, I would have said Candy, but
I thought that was totally laughable.
Did you see what she texted Portia?
I'm
Yeah.
like, she's
Didn't she
not
call Porscha
uplifting
a
anybody.
cow?
Yes.
Yeah, like really? I did not
No.
get that.
She might not watch.
maybe
Atlanta.
she meant because she's an equal opportunity because she'll whoop a man's ass or a woman's ass. Because if you remember, she did grab that cameraman.
Oh yeah,
with the
she was not
swiftness.
playing with him.
It really doesn't even make any sense.
Yeah, it doesn't.
Beautiful gowns.
Any predictions? Beautiful guy, I love that. Any predictions for next week's episode? And what do we think is going to happen with Kenya and Tanya? Obviously, the C word comes out.
Yeah.
So nothing nice.
Well, predictions. I don't know if this will be next episode because they kind of just showed like the rest of the season trailer. But we're finally gonna see Porscha and Nene make up, and I think that Nene is like Porscha really loves Nene, so it hurts her when they're not friends. So I'm excited to see them get back together.
Yeah, I agree. I am excited to see that just because I do think that's an important relationship on both ends. I'm hoping that Tanya gets, she continues to grow cojones and stands up for herself because I like that she is joining the Petty Betty committee. Mm-hmm. Just because I think she's too nice and she needs to stand up for herself. And Kim Fields got ran off the show because she was too nice. And,
she's so nice.
And Tanya, I like you, so keep it coming.
There was a rumor that Tanya had been allegedly offered a peach and she turned it down because she wanted to focus on her business.
I heard that too from some reliable Atlanta sources.
Yeah. I don't know about that. Like, how do you turn down the show just to come on half the time?
Yeah.
But she's pretty prevalent in these storylines right now.
Yeah. And she probably makes so much money, like, without the show. She's probably like, that check is not big enough for me to be out here.
I love that. Like we said, better than the cookie. Mm-hmm. I have some tweets for you guys by moi. So let's get into some tweets. Oh, I love that little sound. So this is from one of my girls that I love, mainly Bravo. She's an unfriendly black hottie. And her tweet is, I am so sick of seeing milk dud head ass Dennis. He literally invited his mom for backup and didn't tell Porscha because he's a coward and couldn't face Porscha's mom and sister alone. Okay. And now he's sitting here not taking responsibilities for his actions.
Girl, you
Shocker.
Preach.
I love it. Oh, and she also tweeted, the cookie lady does not look better than Tanya.
Factual.
Facts.
So, you guys, these are just the consensus. This is what Twitter world is saying. I love Twitter because we keep it real. It's kind of like the voice when we're watching TV. You know that bad voice inside of us that says the really negative thought? We see it verbalized on Twitter. And that gives me joy. So please follow me at Hollywood Lian on all the social media platforms.
Come on, self-plug.
Because we keep it real.
Keeping it real.
Oh, I missed Erika.
I know.
I don't know where she was. Dani, what do you want to promote and where can we find you?
You guys can find me on Instagram at @TheDaniB, and you can tune in to the Floribama Shore after show on Thursdays to see your girl on there.
Yes, and I'm your girl, Drew Jones. You guys can find me on all the things at OK Drew J, where I will be posting my SAG Award interview, so go check it out.
Ooh, there we go, some fire. Make sure to check us out every Sunday night. We're going to be covering the Real Housewives of Atlanta for the rest of the season. This full panel that we're giving y'all. We're giving you the realness here. We're about it all. Sometimes we're about Kenya, sometimes we're about Nene, but we're always going to keep it real. And if you like what you see, make sure to tune into my own show here at AfterBuzz TV. It's called It's Bravo Bitch. Tell your friends if they're watching Bravo, they should be watching It's Bravo Bitch. I'm your host, Hollywood Lian. We'll see you next Sunday.
Bye
AfterBuzz.
Our founder, Keven Undergaro, and me, Maria Menounos, would like to thank you for tuning in to AfterBuzz TV. Remember, we're not just the first, we're the biggest in the world, and we're the only destination for all your favorite TV shows. Whatever you crave, we've got it. So go to AfterBuzzTV.com and check out our lineup. Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.